Okay, so now it's April 19th, 2022, and I'm just transferring files over here, mumbling to myself, planning my day. Okay? Off and on, you know? Right? Why am I not surprised? I woke up on the verge of crying. Yeah. Well, I wonder why. I'll tell you why. So in the meantime, I'm just transferring files over here so I can get on with my day. And I have to finish this ghee, so that's the first thing. I'm going to muster up the energy to do the butter that I made from the cream. I'll probably just put all three together, right? Make the ghee. Okay, if there's any impurities, it's going to be boiled off, right? And then can it. But I'm also going to go downstairs into Auntie Shemay's fridge, and I'm going to go through all that butter that's in there and bring up the unsalted butter, how many ever pounds I have, and I'm going to cook that up and can it ASAP, in other words, today. And then if there's any salted butter, which there is in there, then I'm going to freeze it. And then what's going to happen from there, over the next month, we'll say, right? I'm going to go off and buy 6 cartons of fresh cream and make 4 batches of butter out of that. Plus I'm going to freeze the sweet buttermilk, right? So I have to make arrangements in my freezer downstairs somewhere where I can place those jars, because I want them in jars. I mean, I could try and freeze them in plastic bags. I could. So maybe I'll make a little plan how I can fill up the bags, put them in a container, and then put the container in the freezer, and in this way I save myself jars. I only did the jars yesterday because I don't have a lot of time, right? And so I have to make arrangements for when that happens, everything's in place, so that when I get the 6 cartons of cream, I make it up all at one time. I don't have to make the ghee that day, I just have to make the butter that day, and then the next day make the ghee. And that will be with like 6 fresh, just bought whipping cream. And then as I'm thinking, right, I'm like, okay, well, you kind of want to, because I'm organizing, right? This is where Marcane's dream comes in, this puzzle. Right? So, he asked me for some of the older meats in the jars, right? So it's like, okay, well, I have to make it accessible for him, right? So I've already decided to what do you call it? It's hard to pay attention to this and talk, right? I already decided to give him, I guess, a little section, I guess you could say, just those 2 boxes of canned meat you can eat anytime you want, kind of thing. So, or whatever, that corner there is help yourself when you want it. And when you're done with the jar, just put it back. So, clean, right? And and being that I have a lot of oils coming in with the ghee, the coconut butters and oils, to which I have a few of smaller containers of coconut oil and whatnot in my bedroom, which I've decided to take downstairs, and I know the perfect location to put all these quote-unquote animal fats or oils into one area where it's dark and very cool. I just have to take out some stuff and replace it and make a subfloor so that air can breathe underneath whatever I put in that corner, so that I know where all the coconut oils are, the coconut butter is, the ghee. I'm going to end up making butter. That will be the last thing that I do. So I'm going to do all the ghee today in terms of the block butters and the butter that I made yesterday. And then I'm going to get on with other things for a while, and then eventually within the month, like I said, I'll spend the $60 or whatever it is. Well, less than 60, but you know, $45 or whatever it is for 6 cartons of cream. And then I'll make another batch, and then that will be it pretty much for ghee. And then after that, I'll probably just can butter. Whether I make my own butter and can it, or whether I buy the butter and can it, I do want to attempt just to can quote-unquote butter. I like the idea of having butter for cake, to mix, to bake, whatever, right? Or big pot of mashed potatoes and heat up that butter really good and pour it on. Oh boy, I can get with that, right? So I definitely want to do that, but that will be after my last batch of ghee. And I know where I'm putting all those things. So over the next couple of weeks, I'll be pulling, you know, it will be actually less than that. It will be like in the next couple of days. I'm going to pull what I have in that corner out, and I'm going to make arrangements to put like the shortenings, the lards that are like in containers that are, right, that aren't in my fridge but are in containers, the ghee, the butter, oils, coconut butter, you know, all be there. So if you need it, you know where to find it, right? And then that piece of the puzzle is done. Right? Because that's pretty much what it is. As I work on setting up just a little area for my son so he can have the overflow of meats, because I've got another big-ass turkey to can, plus whatever, because I'm going to bake one for sure. And it probably, you know, I don't know if I'll can it, but I can definitely can the stock. I can make some beautiful turkey stock. That'd be so good. Right? So either or, I've got turkey to can up here in the next month. Okay? Still want to do the cod. And I'm going to do the cod. I'm going to put those jars pretty much in the same area where I've got the oils and fats, because, you know, the colder it is, the better it is, right? So I'm going to be unthawing the cods that I have vacuum sealed in my freezer at some point and canning them all. And then as I order new fish, if and when, from my fish guy, right? You know, whether it's salmon or cod or whatever he's got, right? I can always top off a little bit if I want, right? Because this is black cod. It's different than cod, right? I have cod. So we'll see. So I definitely want to get that done, right? And then, what else do I have to can? I still have to do the pork fat, right? So that, again, that would go in that area with the rest of the oils and fats, right? So the space that I have in mind would probably be pretty much enough, right? In terms of once everything's done, okay? So I'm feeling pretty good about that. And I'm motivated. It's going to be a long day, but I'm motivated to get all the butter done, canned or frozen, and it's done. And then I can, next time I do, buy the 6 cartons and plan to do it all at one time, right? Okay. And then, obviously, I have to get out in the yard, right? Having panic attacks even before I get there. This year, it's just basically working for other people so that they can either get rich or move in. One or the other, people. That's all it's about. It's really not about me or my family, okay? You know, because I know the politics out here, okay? These Syrians over here, like, you know, last time I spoke to them, I really made an effort to be friendly, and I still remember Bosh-ish, which is good job in their language, right? You know, encouraged them to get in touch with nature with their garden, and, you know, and it's good, right? If my life was like them, I'd have more time to be in the yard too. But I already invested my 11 years into this yard, so I haven't been out there just yet, because one, it's been really, really cold. And on the few good days that it wasn't cold, you know, I'm doing this other stuff, people, right? Trying to tie up loose ends now, you know? Put everything away nicely so you know where to fucking find it, right? And, so, you know, it gives me panic attacks, though, right? Because, you know, they want their friends to move in. Because then they can be perfect neighbors to each other. Right? You know, happy neighbors, right? You know, the minute I move, it'll be $4,000. My landlord makes double the money. Not to mention what she's going to make when she sells the house. So I'm not working in the yard for me or the kids. I'm working for everybody else with that whip on my back, and I haven't even gotten fucking outside yet. Okay? But I'm up for the challenge. I want to finish whatever I can finish before I can't do anything anymore, for whatever reason. But before I can really hunker down outside, I got to take care of this ghee, right? Do the cod, right? Do the turkeys, right? Do the freaking pork fat, right? Make a few more batches of homemade macaroni, okay? Just organize, tidy up. You know, think about making PDF files, whether it's for court or whether it's for the nonprofit, right? Whatever. Okay? So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just sitting here clearing out my computer, and then, which I can't do and talk at the same time. I thought I could, but obviously I can't. And muster up the energy, just, okay, we're going to do this today and get it done, right? So maybe what I should do is upload this, right? So we won't drag it out, okay? And then start fresh when I get into making this second batch of ghee. But not, you know, I'm not going to get into it too much because we've already gone through it. Just to see if whatever I did the first time clicked in, right? In terms of the end product, in terms of catching that ghee right before it starts to brown, okay? Because there's just a very short window of time before that butter, which isn't butter anymore really, starts to caramelize to the point where it's going to start burning. But again, if it looks like you burnt it, don't worry, it probably doesn't even taste burnt. So I'm going to try and catch it before it goes into that stage. Alright, and I'm giving myself a few more tries. In other words, I'm doing today with the butter I made yesterday, and I'm going to do the butter that I've got in Auntie Shemay's fridge today, and I'm going to freeze the other butter so the butter is situated and taken care of. And then the only next time I'm going to do it is when I want to do the cream again, attempt to do the ghee again with real whipping cream, and then eventually, somewhere down the line, I'll go off and buy $100 worth of fucking butter in a whole bunch of jars, and then I'll just can that butter as is, as butter. And then I'll be done. Okay? That's it. I've met my quota. Okay? Do you see? I've met my quota. And I can stretch that out over a period of 4 months. But I have to do what I gotta do today, though. But I'm pretty unhappy all in all, though. Right? Because I can feel it, people. You know, with the economy getting worse and people, you know, already money hungry and money grubbing for just whatever, and just with the criminal activity that's around me and stuff, with the economy getting worse, you know, like, people are just going to get worse. They're going to get more vicious. I walked yesterday at about 8:30 to the corner store. 8:30, people. Okay, and it was kind of like raining a bit and stuff like that, right? And do you know that building sitting up over there? Not a single light. Not a single light. Talk about laundering money. Okay, seriously, that building has been done since last year, and there's still not anybody living in it. The whole front of it, not a single light on at 8:30 at night. Not one. Throughout the whole building. And they're putting in proposals, these developers are putting proposals into the city to build more of them. Because I get these little flyers in the mail informing the residents that, you know, this so-and-so corporation or whoever, right, is building another complex somewhere over there. And that the proposal is going in front of city council. Well, before you build another one and force out all these people from their homes, why don't you rent out that fucking thing that you built over there? Oh, I know, basement floods, and it floods out the neighborhood and makes all the foundations of the homes, right, start fucking rocking and shaking and moving and rolling, right? Yeah, we know how that works. But you know what? It's okay, though, because it benefits these homeowners. Because, you know, they don't care, right? That's not what they care about, people. They only care about making the money off the land while they own the land. Whether it's through rent or whether it's through freaking over hyperinflation in terms of, you know, the overinflated housing market. You go from 1 million one year, you go to 2 million the next year, and then you're selling it for 4 million the year after that. And they don't care where the fucking tenants go. And it's not like they're moving into these damn buildings. That was slated for 55 and over, and there's not even one light on. Don't tell me every person at 55 and over is in bed at 8:30 at night. No, it's because the building is freaking empty, and it's been empty since it's been built, and it's been sitting like that for at least a fucking year as it's flooding out the freaking neighborhood because there's something going on in the basement where they have to bring in sump pumps when the freaking waters get crazy in terms of the rains. And then it all comes into my yard and tries to go into my basement and is rotting out my fucking foundation. As it's rotting out my neighbor's foundation, and the trees are falling down, and all the mice and everything are running into her house because the fucking land is being flooded out. Like, it's pathetic. And they want to build another one? Why don't you fix the one that you already built? Why don't you rent out that one? But that's not the agenda, people. It's money laundering. That's what it is. The rich get richer while the poor die off. And then we're replaced with people like that come in with their fucking subsidized mopeds, call themselves Frenchy because they can't speak English, but yet are the kingpins when it comes to drug dealing in the fucking community, even though they're sitting up on welfare on disability. I seen it over there. Same fucking moped. Same face. Okay? Probably are brothers. Brothers or uncles. Are always congregating over there, people. Wait till fucking summertime comes. They need housing. They're coming in from Syria and Afghanistan and all these fucking places. They need fucking housing. The city gets money through their little whatever to house these people. There's no housing, though. Listen to the premier. Right? But they create housing, okay? That's what I'm saying. When I work in the yard this year, I'm not working for me and my family. I'm not working for pleasure. I'm working for fucking profit. So that my landlord can profit one way or another. Whether she gets more rent when I move, or whether she fucking gets more money because it will be done when she sells the house. Because they're not going to tear it down yet. They're too busy tearing down other houses and kicking out other people over there to build another fucking complex so it can sit empty like that one. before they'll hit up on this block. Because we've got this owner, and that owner, and this owner. That's 4 different fucking owners all fighting for this house, because once they get this house, whoever gets this house out of those 3 other owners owns the block. That's why my landlords always get pestered. This guy wants this house. That guy who killed the pear tree wants this house. And then the one with the duplex, the one that the mail came to my house and I had to let her know that her package came to my house. I asked her, I said, who owns this house? She said it's some so-and-so that has a developing property, like he's a property developer. Why are we not surprised? Huh? Right? So 3 different fucking owners all want this one house. Because if one of them get this house, that's it. They'll end up getting the whole block. This guy only bought it as an investment to develop. Okay? This guy has been badgering my landlord since the minute he bought it, right? To kick me out so that he can either buy it or rent it out. No different than this fucking guy. A whole lot of gaslighting going on here, right? Well, them want their family, friends that speak their own language to move into my house so that they can be the perfect neighbors to each other. Be the epitome of what is right in society. Because they get along. Yeah, okay. What did it take to get there? To get along? When I myself already know what the hell is going on in terms of how these shacks are run around, like, or how these fucking crack shacks and all this shit are operated out here. Who operates them, how they're being operated. What happens after the fact when everybody moves out, and then who moves in. And then what comes in through the fucking door to repeat the cycle. Okay? And then they're casting stones at me yet. I'm not the one running the fucking drugs in the community getting fucking rich, okay? And just because you yourself don't pass the baggie doesn't mean that you're not involved when you're culpable to it in terms of aiding and abetting. So anyway, I can only do what I can in a day. And butter can spoil, okay? So I just want to get on with it and be done with it. And then I have to decide whether I want to do frozen turkey, frozen black cod, or frozen pork fat. Either or. I've got 3 things left I still have to can at some point within the month, as I do everything else, and then get outside as I'm going to go to my fucking eye specialist to be chewed out and quite possibly mistreated in terms of, oh, well, let's just put a whole bottle of fucking freezing agent into your both eyes so that by the time you get to the car, we know what's going to happen. You're just going to be spitting it out in big gobs. Big fucking gobs, okay? You think I'm looking forward to going to any kind of eye specialist at this point in life, people? Okay? Would you want a whole bottle of that in your fucking eyes? So that when you get to your car, you end up spitting twice as much out? Glowing in the sun? Yeah, to boot? Green? Yeah, okay. Okay. Okay, but I'm doing it though, aren't I? I'm facing it, aren't I? I'm facing my fears, because that's exactly what it is. It's a fucking fear. I'm willing to sacrifice myself so that you can say that you fucking tried to help me. In terms of my eyesight, that is. As you blame me for it. Okay? Yeah, okay. Whatever. Waiting to be in that pipeline. I was flagged before I even went in the freaking door. Okay? It's all in your files, people. Anyway, I didn't want to get on that tangent, but that's how I feel. All right. I feel that whip on my back again. And I haven't even started.